and we had to kind of the main act. What did you make of his speech?
Well, I mean, again, he's quite competent. He doesn't mess up the autocue. He got some applause. He did some stuff in the middle. He quoted Kipling, the poet, not the cake maker.
Don't patronise me! To be fair, I always thought it was pronounced Kapling.
It's National Poetry Day today, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it is,
Yeah,
it is.
Well, not tomorrow, obviously, when we're showing, so that ruins that.
This isn't live!
It's barely breathing.
How did you feel about him having a go at your friend Jeremy Corbyn, Diane?
Well, it's certainly not the kinder, gentler politician.
He did say in his speech of Jeremy Corbyn, he said, "My friends, we cannot let that man inflict his security-threatening, terrorist-sympathising, Britain-hating ideology on the country we love." This was in reference to an interview Corbyn gave in 2011 where he said it was a tragedy bin Laden had been assassinated rather than tried in an international court. BBC News didn't mention that nuance in their coverage of Cameron's speech because they've still got a licence fee to defend.
It's the row over legalising gay marriage, which threatens to rend the Tory party asunder. So who's behind it?
That's quite a question with those Tory backbenchers.
Ignoring the answer would fill other lesser shows, I would say... I don't know. Who is?
It's Cameron Clegg.
Cameron Clegg.
And,
Cameron Clegg, a gay married couple.
Yes. And what is the Tory MP Peter Bone's big problem?
His name.
He's against it.
Yes. It's also that he's protesting that neither the Tories, Labour or the Lib Dems even mentioned legalising gay marriage in their manifestos.
I know it's childish, but every time David Cameron says on gay marriage, he says he's got a mandate. It makes me laugh.
So what was the compromise position the government have worked out?
You can't ask these questions.
They can get married in church, but they have to keep the lights off so people can't see them.
The churches that don't want to do it don't have to. That's the compromise.
Yeah.
And it seems they've come up with a solution that pleases no one.
Yeah. They've also changed the Equality Act, so you can't sue a vicar for not marrying a gay couple.
Can't sue a vicar, that's a great phrase, isn't it? You can imagine vicars running around getting away, oh, can't sue a vicar, can't sue a vicar.
Do you always act them as camp, or...?
I've got 4 or 5 vicars in my repertoire, Ian.
Right.
One of whom is unbelievably butch.
This is, of course, a continuing row about tax and personal wealth, and why are so many Conservative MPs just furious with David Cameron?
He published his tax return, and now they all feel they've got to pile in with their tax return. Soon we discover that Boris earned, I think it was £600 and something thousand a couple of years ago, and paid tax on it, so no story there. But that's kind of interesting. And now George Osborne has published his, and I think Jeremy Corbyn has had to publish his too.
The Tory MPs, I think they're probably sort of worried because it's set a precedent now, and so whoever's going to be the next leader sometime down the line after Cameron will also have to do this thing, and so they're sort of like, you know, holding them hostages to fortune, I think is the...
But isn't that why Boris did it? Because he thinks he's going to be the next leader.
Oh, yeah.
I think he partly did it just to show how much he earns.
He does seem to have an awful lot of jobs. Member of Parliament, Mayor of London, columnist in this and that.
Telegraph, writer of books.
Yeah.
And he still finds time for all his extracurricular activities.
Allegedly.
No.
The sponsor...
is upon us, and all the party leaders have personal Christmas cards, and they were in the papers this week. Let's have a look at them. This is Ed Miliband's card.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
No, it isn't.
Oh, dear.
That's the Bowden catalogue. I ordered that jumper. It's rubbish.
It's sad, though, when parents wish their children were 2 inches taller than they actually are. It's sad, isn't it?
Here's David Cameron's card.
Oh, stop it.
Just screams Christmas, doesn't it?
But it's black and white to show which era we're heading back to.
This is the card sent out by Nick and Miriam Clegg. Apparently, Miriam loaded a digital version of the photo onto an iPad and told the three boys to do whatever they liked. And when she'd erased that, she drew a Santa hat on his head. Finally, nothing says Christmas like the personalised card of a washed-up ex-UKIP MEP. So let's have a look at Godfrey Bloom's Christmas card. But do you know who came up with the idea for the card?
Was it Santa?
Mrs. Bloom.
Oh.
He told the Daily Star, she said, why don't we stick 2 fingers up at the bastards?
It is Christmas.
Yeah.
So where did David Cameron decide to start pumping himself up? Where did this happen? Yes. I mean, geographically, where?
Was it in the Goole area?
He was visiting the Institute of Chartered Accountants.
Oh, yes, ICA.
That's a really pumped-up kind of place.
Exactly right. Yeah, do you want to have a little look at this?
Yeah. And if I'm getting lively about it, it's because I feel bloody lively about it. And if you think I'm going to roll over in the next 10 days and let Ed Miliband and Alex Salmond rack that, you've got another thing coming. Taking a risk, having a punt, having a go. That pumps me up.
I think that passes for hysteria amongst the accountants.
Yeah. As well as being bloody lively and pumped up, what else is David Cameron going to do?
He's not going to put up taxes.
He's not going to put up taxes.
It's more than that,
But how is he going to ensure
he's
that
going
he
to
does?
pass
By an
a
act
law
of Parliament.
to stop people like himself putting up taxes? It's the most pathetic gesture I've ever seen. Saying, look, I can't be trusted not to just whack up income tax as soon as I get in, so I'm going to pass a law to stop me. Income tax, VAT and national insurance.
Yeah.
You know, in any government that comes in, historically, the first thing they do is they put up taxes, because they have to. And it's the only year you can do it where you're not worried about the election. So taxes will go up. He'll have to find some other ones. Or break the law and be arrested. Or maybe he knows he's not getting in anyway. Oh, the Kent police.
George Osborne was very good on this in 2009 when, because Brown was talking about passing legislation.
Yeah, Gordon Brown outlawed child poverty.
Yeah.
Gone. Thank God for that. Don't have to worry about that anymore. It's against the law. No, it's finished.
The low point of the media coverage this week, I think, was the analysis of Samantha Cameron's feet. In various newspapers where there was a shot of her with her shoes off, and there were big close-ups, and all the experts were coming in to describe.
There's thought there's a yellowing of the toenails.
Definitely a yellowing, and
could have been
how
caused...
high heels were damaging her feet.
Was it in the Daily Mail? Was it saying Labour poisons Sam's feet?
Which football team does David Cameron support?
Aston Villa.
Well, he doesn't really know, does he? And he claimed to be an Aston Villa supporter, but then he said this in a speech.
Where you can support Man United, the Windies and Team GB all at the same time. Of course, I'd rather you supported West Ham.
He seemed to realise he'd said the wrong thing.
How did he explain his mistake?
I don't support West Ham or Aston Villa. I'm no interested in football. We played rugger where I come from. But a lot of people watch football, so I pretended to have an interest in it in order to gain their votes.